Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing an 8.5 by 11 layout, and I will have two photos instead of just one like the sketch shows, or circle photos going around. I will use the circles, they just will be pattern paper instead of photos. So here I'm showing you the papers I plan on using. This is Pebbles Boy Collection that I recently received. This stencil here I received from the company that owns that stencil, and she sent that to me to use on my layouts. And it's a really good quality stencil if you're looking for stencils to use on your layouts. So here I have a few ephemera pieces that I pulled out. Most of them get used. There's a couple that I don't use. And I'm going to get started here on creating the background, I believe, in just a moment. Oh, I'm going to pull in the sticker sheet. I don't end up pulling anything more off of the sticker sheet. I keep the embellishing pretty simple on this layout, and there's no reason for it. I just was trying to get a simple layout done for today. Here's some of the puffy stickers. I do end up pulling a little rainbow off of there, and I use the alpha to spell his name. So I'm going to use the stencil, and I'm going to make, I guess, tire tracks. I'm using black stencil paint. It goes on like a paint, but it's a little bit thicker than an actual like acrylic paint, so it doesn't seep underneath the stencil as easily. And I'm using a metal spatula to put it down, and then I'm going to do the other side after it dries a little bit. I will go clean the stencil and then come back. I cut that part out, but just so you know, it did dry for a little bit before I do the other side. So I kind of wanted it to go into like a, I guess, a kind of a circle, kind of a triangle, I guess. And that was just something that I decided to do on that side. By his little outfit, this is my great nephew Carter, and by his outfit, he has on a little hat with the checkered flag and a backpack. So I wanted to represent his love of cars. So that's the reason I went with like a car theme on the layout. And so here I'm going to stencil the other side. I did put the plastic wrap from the stencil on the layout, and it's not completely dry, but that's okay because it kind of makes a really cool texture on the tire track. In the end, it kind of looks like melting tires, I guess. It looks like rubber. It looks really cool in real life. I'm not sure that the close-ups do it justice, but I'll definitely share a few close-ups at the end. So here, I'm going to peel this one off, and you can see it did stick to it. And then I'll lay it back down. I don't believe I do it on camera on the other side once I get done stenciling it here. Just a minute. I'm going to lay it back down, and I'm going to stencil right there in the middle where it kind of meets together. And I was trying not to overlap the other stencil too much so it didn't look too messy. In the end, I end up splattering black acrylic paint and white acrylic paint on top of it. So here it is. This is the next day, and it's completely dry. I will hold it up here in a minute, but I'm going to put double-sided tape right here on this side of it, and I'm going to put 2 lines of it, and then I'll put a little bit of liquid glue, and I'm going to put the that paper there has green and blue like X's on it, plus marks. They look more like X's because of the angle that they're at, but you get the idea. And I'm going to use those on that side of the layout. So it's basically going to be like a 1/2 layout. And since it's not 12 by 12, again, I'm sizing it down to 8.5 by 11. So I'm only going to use 5 little circles. You can see the little circles up to the top right of the screen. And I'll bring those in here in just a minute. I'm just making sure it's stuck down, and then I believe I will bring it up. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut off just a tiny little slice of the paper. It wasn't exactly 8.5 by 11, and I usually want it a little bit smaller than 8.5 by 11 to fit in the page protector. So you saw there I brought it up and it just has light white splatters on it and black acrylic splatters. And the photo is going to cover up the middle part where it's kind of messy looking. And then a circle is going to go there also. So you'll see how it kind of covers it up and you kind of can't tell that I used how I did the stenciling behind it. But I like the effect of it in the end. And I cut the circles out of that orange photo mat. And at the bottom, you can still see one of the little circles, like where it's missing the piece. So I'm just going to cut a little tiny piece off another orange piece of paper and attach it there at the bottom to cover that up. And I don't know that most people would have even noticed it, but I did, so I go ahead and cover it up. I'm going to lay his photos here side by side, and then I'm going to start with my light embellishments. And I'm just going to put the little car with the flags down at the bottom. And then the circles are going to go around just like how the sketch shows. I couldn't decide if I wanted to use Cool Dude as my title or Boys Are the Best. I really like the Boys Are the Best, and I kind of wish I would have went with that one instead. But in the end, I end up using Cool Dude. And so I cut 2 little green circles, 2 orange circles, and then 1 of the X's or plus signs. And off camera, I did forget to do it while I was still filming. I do add a number 3 in the X's there, and that's just his age in the photo. So you can see there I cut Cool Dude apart instead, and I like it better. So I'm going to end up using Cool Dude as the title. And I'm going to attach these down with ATG and liquid glue since they're going on the mixed media paint. I don't want them to pop off with just the ATG. And then I'll put the green one here at the bottom and the top part of the corners of the photo. And then I'll attach the little X one right there in the middle, and that kind of covers up again that little mixed media. You know, it's not really a mess up. It's just, you know, not perfect. So I'm going to put a little bit of ATG here, and then I will put a little bit of ATG and liquid glue on the other photo. And that's because it's crossing over the mixed media. And pretty much that's going to be it. I don't think I add anything else. Oh, wait, I added a little rainbow. And it's the blue and green rainbow, so it matches the rest of the layout. And then I add his name, Carter. And then, like I said, I do add the 3 off screen. And that's it. I kept it fairly simple. Tomorrow's layout will be a new Color Rush Studio layout, and it's going to be using the brand new kit Zesty for the month of June. So come back tomorrow and see an unboxing and see what I create. I will create the first layout tomorrow with the kit after I show the entire kit. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching.